Well, I'm calmed down, but unfortunately I'm getting to the more infuriating part of this case. Welcome to part 10 of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, and we're ending Turnabout Sisters in this part. Now for the most infuriating part. Mia all of a sudden made an unprecedented return. I bet you're wondering how. I think it was already hinted that Maya was going to be a spirit channeler. But Maya all of a sudden channeled Mia at the most or more like in the most darkest of hours for Phoenix Wright, when the man's about to be sentenced to jail for a murder he didn't commit. But that also would bring up another running gag. The fact that, well, Maya constantly channels Mia, and when she does, Mia happens to be in Maya's body, and Maya's clothes is pretty much too small for Mia. That happens to be a running gag, and she also does that with someone else, but we'll get to that when we do. Phoenix is unfortunately seeing a ghost because Phoenix just passed out from shock at the fact that Maya is dead. And she came back from the dead, or should I say she's temporarily possessing Maya, courtesy of channeling. Now, it's not that hard to understand, but Maya takes the shape of anybody that she's channeling. That's especially true in Spirit of Justice. So, yeah. I don't know I'll be able to play that game. I mean, it's a 3DS game, and I'm not going to be able to record that like talking about it. But here, yes, this is a well-known gag within the Phoenix Wright trilogy. Specifically because of the fact that, again, Maya's clothes is too small for Mia's. But Mia also reminds Phoenix of something. The receipt. And Mia also mentions that it was Wright that wrote Maya's name on to the receipt, because he spelled it how it sound. However, the receipt actually will be the downfall of Wright. Yeah, as it probably has been shown, the stand was bought a day before Mia was killed, and Maya was blamed for the murder. And this asshole said a week before September, or is it the beginning of September, when in fact it was the day before the murder. So on that note, Phoenix has one last chance to beat corruption. And here's where the problem lies with this case and why I do not like it. We had to go through a forced loss just so we could come back and win. That is rather freaking annoying. And now that we have the means to beat Wright, now all we need to do is just go through the cutscene to get one more chance. One more chance to finally defeat Wright. So on that note, let's see what Edgeworth does. Yeah, there are so many unfair things in this wretched case, but it's about to end on a sour note. Give it time. And, unfortunately for the judge, he's trying to end the trial, but Edgeworth actually placates the Phoenix. He wants to be further entertained. Unfortunately, we're not here for entertainment. Because at this point, it's the very first statement that he makes that you present the receipt towards that statement. Anything else, you really will lose. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why couldn't you do that earlier? Because again, forced loss. Do you see why I hate this case? So, on that note, the receipt actually was the downfall of Red Wright. He was already there at the day before the murder. And it just so happens that it dawned on him that stand was not there before the day of the murder. In other words, he's pretty much done. What else is he gonna do? It's time for to get that innocent verdict, I suppose. So it seems that Red Wright is done. And before we do, Edgeworth has one last stand. Wow, you are really grasping for straws there, bud. You are seriously grasping for straws. And Edgeworth is more than likely going to try to grasp for straws. And now he's going to claim this is not concrete proof. So now he's going to try to go for one more day to make an inquiry to make sure that Phoenix Wright is not innocent. Or rather, he's going to try to rig more evidence to put Phoenix... Oh, sorry, that was my microphone. He's going to rig more evidence to try to put me in jail. So instead of wait to see what happens, which you will automatically get a game over, object. No, wait, let me rephrase that. You're not going to get an automatic game over. Mia will force you to object. Yeah, that's right. Hand-holding. I almost forgot to mention that. You can object. And, it's still going to lead straight to, Phoenix getting denied, and Edgeworth postponing the trial until tomorrow. Meaning, if Phoenix doesn't come up with anything now, that's it. He's done. If Red Wright doesn't end him first. This is it. And he literally just thanked Red Wright for his time, even though he just got finished bribing the entire police force. And now for the part that I hate the most. I had this fucker! I literally did! And now, Mia hands you the final piece of evidence that wins you the case. The memo. Oh, and by the way, you fucked this up? That is an automatic game over as well. So much unnecessary hand-holding. But that memo right there ended the case. And Mia wrote that while Phoenix was struggling with Edgeworth. In other words, we didn't even get this guy. That's it. It's done. It's over. Red Wright is pretty much gone. He's basically been blackmailed into confessing. Because Mia had all of the cases in her memory. And she wrote down that list. See, in the anime, Mia would have already had the list written down by the time Phoenix would have gave up. And also the judge asked what happened to Maya, and more importantly, he looked down Mia's shirt. But whatever the case, that's it. This case is done. We basically got off by dumb luck, even though we could have put him away ourselves. This case is bullshit! Sorry about me complaining, ladies and gentlemen, but that's just my feelings. Instead of giving us enough ammo to put Red White away, the game forces us to lose so that they can give us the tools we need to win. You want to know what other game that forces you to lose multiple times? Final Fantasy II! I hate that game too! Oh no, not the Super Nintendo version in case you're wondering. I mean the NES version. Or I should say, the Origins version. I hate that game too! Yes! Whatever the case. Get used to Maya channeling Mia because, that's gonna be a constant thing in the trilogy. I mean, it may happen once every case, but it's gonna be a constant thing. And more importantly, Mia is blissfully unaware that she's flashing everyone, but I don't think she kinda cares. But, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, Mia has been avenged by herself. Phoenix is clear. Maya is clear. And it is no longer Faye & Company anymore. The law firm has now been all but reworked. Oh, almost forgot one more thing. Had we completed this in the Nintendo DS version, the motive and also the epilogue would have been... Okay, the motive of Red White and April May would have been revealed before we came to the epilogue of the case. So that's why it's taking so long, in case you're wondering. The HD version cut out the epilogue, or at least cut out some of the motives, and not all of them. So on that note, Maya is back, and Maya basically came back from channeling Mia, but at least Mia left Maya a note. So with that said, after this case, from here on till at least the end of the 4th case, Maya is going to be with us. And Maya is going to be a part of Wright & Company. And it's a good thing, because goddamn do we need help. Well, not like the help we got in this case, but we do need help. Because after all, Phoenix can't do everything himself. Eventually, he'll get 2 more associates. He'll get Apollo Justice, which, by the way, everyone kinda is iffy on. And also, Athena Sykes, which everyone kinda likes, if I'm not mistaken. And now when I stop and think about it, the only reason why Phoenix is not in jail is because of dumb luck. Same thing with Mia. I mean, Maya, sorry. Mia's dead, I keep forgetting. And there's her ghost, of course. But at the end of the day, folks, this case is kind of a terrible case in its own right. The fact that we had so many forced losses, so many things in this case that could hurt your credibility. This case is not hard, it's just so much hand-holding. But thank God that we're done with this case. Because after all, a better better case is going to be coming up, starting part 11. Thank God. So in the next episode of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, we're going to take our time and start Turnabout Samurai. This is RV Man 985. See you guys next time.